So you're thinking about a career as a marketing manager. Well, you've come to the right place. We're diving deep into RoleCatcher's guide to give you a head start on your journey.
That's right. This field is super exciting, but it can also feel overwhelming with so much information out there.
Exactly. That's why we're here to break it down, pull out those key insights, and give you that shortcut to success.
RoleCatcher does a fantastic job of cutting through the noise and giving you the need to know to really stand out.
Okay, so let's jump right in. RoleCatcher starts by painting a picture of what a marketing manager actually does. And it's not just about dreaming up catchy slogans, right?
Oh, absolutely not. It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
Think strategic thinking, data analysis, and creative problem solving all rolled into one.
It's like being a marketing superhero.
Kind of. You're managing social media campaigns, you're crafting compelling copy for ads, you're diving deep into data analytics to see what's working and what's not.
It's about understanding how to reach your audience in a meaningful way and then measuring the impact of your efforts.
Exactly. And that's something that RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of data-driven decisions.
They actually shared a story about someone who landed their dream marketing job specifically because they had a Google Analytics certification. It's
Okay.
amazing how valuable those certifications can be.
Absolutely. They show employers that you've got the practical skills to back up your knowledge.
Speaking of skills, RoleCatcher doesn't sugarcoat things. They're very upfront about the pros and cons of this career path. It's not all brainstorming sessions and product launches, right?
Right. It's a fast-paced, demanding field. You're going to be juggling multiple projects, facing tight deadlines, and constantly adapting to new trends.
It sounds exciting, but also pretty intense.
It definitely can be.
Yeah.
But if you thrive in that kind of environment, if you're passionate about understanding consumer behavior and you love a good challenge, then this could be the perfect fit.
It's like being a marketing detective, always searching for clues to unlock what makes people tick.
Exactly. Speaking of different specialties, one thing I found fascinating about RoleCatcher's guide was the sheer variety of marketing niches they cover.
Oh, I know. It's incredible how specialized you can get within the field of marketing. Have you stumbled upon any areas that particularly sparked your interest?
It's great that you're already thinking about this because finding your niche is so important. Do you see yourself diving deep into the world of social media marketing? Or maybe crafting compelling copy for websites and ads is more your style?
There are so many options.
Exactly. And the good news is you don't have to be a master of all trades. RoleCatcher provides a great starting point for exploring these different avenues.
It's like they're giving you a roadmap to navigate the exciting world of marketing. So we've talked about the exciting parts, the challenging parts, but let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually break into this field?
Well, a degree in marketing or a related field is definitely a good foundation.
It gives you that solid understanding of marketing principles and strategies.
Exactly. But here's the thing, and this is something RoleCatcher emphasizes. Practical skills are just as important, if not more so.
You can have all the theory in the world, but if you can't apply it in real-world situations.
Exactly. And that's where those certifications we talked about earlier come into play. They bridge that gap between theory and practice. Remember that story about the person who landed their dream job because of their Google Analytics skills?
That's a prime example of practical skills trumping theory in some cases.
Absolutely. It's not just about technical skills either. We're talking about things like persuasion, critical thinking, being able to analyze data and make informed decisions, and get this, active listening.
Wait, active listening. For marketing, I wouldn't have put those two together.
It's more connected than you might think. Imagine this. You're trying to sell a product, but you haven't taken the time to really understand your target audience's needs and pain points.
You're just throwing things at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Exactly. Active listening allows you to gather crucial insights that inform your marketing strategies.
It's about understanding what makes your audience tick, their motivations, their desires, their fears.
Precisely. It's about connecting with them on a human level.
That's such a powerful concept.
And that's where those sales and marketing skills really come into play. You need to know how to not only reach your audience, but also persuade them to actually take action.
Right. So let's say you've got the skills, you're passionate, you're ready to climb that marketing ladder. What does that journey actually look like?
Well, RoleCatcher maps out a typical career trajectory, and it often starts with a marketing assistant role. Think of it as a kind of crash course in all things marketing.
So you get to dip your toes into different aspects of the field.
Exactly. You're working on campaigns, you're doing market research, analyzing data. It's a fantastic way to get hands-on experience and see what resonates with you.
They even included a sample profile of a marketing assistant in the guide, and one of the responsibilities that stood out to me was staying updated on industry trends.
Oh, absolutely. Remember how we talked about the fast-paced nature of this field? Things change so rapidly. New platforms emerge, algorithms shift. You constantly have to be learning and adapting.
It's like the learning never stops.
Exactly. And that's where those certifications that RoleCatcher highlights come in. Things like Google Ads, HubSpot inbound marketing. Those are like gold stars on your resume.
They show employers that you're serious about your professional development, that you're committed to staying ahead of the curve.
Exactly. It's all about continuous learning and growth.
Speaking of leveling up, let's talk about that big step landing that marketing manager job. And that often means facing the dreaded interview.
It can be nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
but RoleCatcher's got your back. Their interview prep resources are seriously impressive.
They have that huge question bank.
Yes, a massive question bank covering all sorts of marketing scenarios.
Hmm.
But what I found super cool was their AI-powered practice tool. It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
Wow. So what kind of questions can you expect? Give us a sneak peek.
Well, they really dig into your experience,
Hmm.
how you've developed and executed marketing campaigns, how you measure success, which, as we've established, is all about those data-driven decisions.
They want to know you can walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Precisely. It's not enough to just throw around marketing buzzwords. You need to demonstrate a deep understanding of the why behind your strategies, how your marketing efforts translate into real business growth.
It's about showing them that you're not just passionate about marketing, but you're also a strategic thinker who can deliver tangible results. It sounds like RoleCatcher really does equip you with the tools and knowledge you need to ace that interview and land your dream marketing job. This has been incredibly insightful. We've covered so much ground, from understanding the role of a marketing manager to uncovering those hidden skills like active listening and even conquering that interview hot seat.
We've just scratched the surface of what's in RoleCatcher's guide. It's packed with even more insights and practical tips.
Definitely. But that's what this deep dive is all about, giving
Yeah.
you those highlights and those aha moments that'll help you on your journey.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So before we wrap things up, I'm curious, from all of the research and insights we've discussed today, what's the most valuable thing you've learned about becoming a marketing manager, especially from RoleCatcher's perspective?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, we've talked a lot about data and analytics and, algorithms and spreadsheets and all that.
Right.
But what really stood out to me from RoleCatcher's guide was the emphasis on the human element of marketing.
Yes. It's not just about the numbers. It's about understanding people, their motivations, their desires, their pain points. It's about connecting with them on a personal level.
It's so true. And RoleCatcher really drives that point home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that brings me to a final thought, something I hope will stick with you as you embark on this exciting career path.
Okay, hit us with it.
We live in a data-driven world, right?
Yeah.
And that's not going away. But with all this data at our fingertips, it's easy to lose sight of that human element.
Right.
So as you delve deeper into the world of marketing, ask yourself, how can you use data not just to target effectively, but to connect with your audience on a genuine human level?
That is such an important question. It's like that saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It applies to marketing, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance between data-driven decisions and genuine human connection. That's the secret sauce of a successful marketing manager.
Such a powerful note to end on. Big thanks to you for these incredible insights. And listeners, we hope you've gained a ton from this deep dive and feel ready to conquer the exciting world of marketing. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that human connection at the heart of everything you do.